So after about a month of being the internet's current favorite lolcow, TheQuartering, aka Jeremy Hambley, has finally responded to the drama live on stream, and it went about as well as you would ever expect.
As somebody who is, dealing with online psychos right now, unfortunately, apologizing actually won't make them stop. They don't want an apology. They want control over your life. Terminally online weirdos will not leave you alone if you apologize. They'll say, oh, just apologize. Just apologize. All I want is an apology. They won't leave you alone.
He basically blamed everything down to never reply or never apologize to the mob of woke loser freaks, whatever the case may be. Mind you, the people calling him out are like friends of this guy or people who've worked with this guy for the past decade and helped and collaborated and worked alongside him for quite some time. And he simply boils it down to essentially people trying to troll him for content and say that he doesn't want to reply to these people because it's all bad faith, blah, 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 when most of these issues boil down to him taking advantage of something like the report system, where he's reporting people's content for ban evasion or reporting it for sexual content when there's nothing sexual, getting these content taken down, when he claims that he has like an agency and he has a person who's able to get stuff taken down, and then all of a sudden content gets taken down, right? So a lot of Jeremy's most recent crash out just boils down to cope. That's the only real word for it.
They want to feel like, the fact of the matter is they have no real power in their own lives. And so they want to feel like they can control something, control someone else.
The insane irony of TheQuartering saying something like this is this man has made, I want to say, close to hundreds of videos single-handedly about Brie Larson, aka Captain Marvel. I'm scrolling. While I'm talking, I'm going to scroll. Use this as B-roll. All of these videos are about Brie Larson, while this man talks about how people have no control of their own life and they talk trash about others, hoping that they can make a change. How many times has Brie Larson lost money because TheQuartering made a video? Ironic. The irony in saying that people who, again, you've collaborated with, you've worked with, people who have been your fans, or you're now calling them basically haters and boiling it down to like these like woke freaks just trying to cancel you, when in reality they do want you to apologize, and they would accept your apology if it was genuine and if you are actually sorry. They're not going to accept the fact that you just say like, oops, sorry guys, yeah, it wasn't me guys. See, here's my flag history that clearly is an email that like nobody knows about. Clearly it's like a burner account that you don't use and you're not willing to show. Because to this day, you still haven't shown like the email that shows your flagging history or anything, right? So again, yeah, just keep pushing the idea that everybody who's making content on you is just like some hater who has nothing going on in their life.
How long have these psychopaths been like ruining a guy's life like Darkside Phil? Some poor guy who streams to like a couple hundred people, and like they have ruined his life. How many times do you think they told him, oh, you should just apologize? Like,
another hilarious reference, another peak irony moment, comparing himself to another lolcow, being Darkside Phil, a guy notorious from basically e-begging his followers for money. To this day, people have no idea if he's truly as bad as gaming as he makes it seem, or he's just like some big elaborate troll. Either way, bro makes a decent amount of money being bad at video games and e-begging for content. He does that for a living. People make content about him for a living. The way I see it, it's like a big circle of life, right? He's the cow that they milk, and he keeps producing that milk. At any time, he can delete his accounts, he can stop making content, and he can stop rage baiting, he can stop begging people for money. As much as I will hate to say this, Darkside Phil has more of a personality than TheQuartering.
they think that you're mad. They think, ooh, I got a couple dislikes on the video. That's going to epically destroy him. Doesn't matter. Dislikes on a Rumble video don't matter. It's not making it rank any less. It's pointless. So you just laugh at these. That's how you deal with them.
Now, I think it's funny how he has this huge cope that, like, people making content about him or talking about him has no effect on his true data, or like his videos will never suffer, when that couldn't be further from the truth, right? You Google TheQuartering, You don't even see his own content. You see his channel, mind you, which again is not his own content. He's reposting other people's viral content like body cam footage, a sad puppy video. Bro gets 7,000 views on shorts, mind you. 9,000 views on a short posted 12 hours ago on a 2 million subscriber channel. And then you get Camelot videos. You get, of course, him mocking Trump and Rachel Ziegler. You get Diorio, Some Ordinary Gamers, Mikey No More, Rev Says Desu, Brittany Venti, Internet Versus. You get everybody except TheQuartering. Unless, of course, you want to see his shorts, where, again, he just kind of introduces you to viral videos. You know, he had no involvement in production and filming, nothing. He just kind of puts his face in front of it and says, this is kind of crazy. Check this out. And then he plays a clip.
You have no effect on the videos I do or any of this stuff. Like, it is so weird. Like, you don't matter. It is sad. Your existence is pointless. The fact that you stay and watch means I get paid money when I do ad reads. You understand that, right? I make more money when you're here.
Again, the irony. I didn't watch any of this guy's content. Literally every single video I've made on this guy, I've sourced from like Twitter clips, screen recordings of people who use like YouTube Premium and whatnot, or maybe they save the videos, right? People aren't giving Quartering money. They're not sitting there on his streams listening to ad reads. Like, I don't think he understands that ad reads work if people go to, let's say, the site you're shilling for and buy something using your code. If I just hear the ad read, it doesn't really mean anything unless you're, of course, like on that type of plan or whatever. But nobody's giving you a dime by making content on you. If anything, you've probably paid a lot of people's rent this month, Jeremy. And I don't know if you can say the same for yourself. You've paid people's rent by being a lolcow. I don't know if you paid your rent.
It's so weird. Yeah, I hate watching a show is weird. Doing it like once in a while, I think is fine. Like, I think everyone can indulge in that. But like, dude, we're weeks in. We're weeks in and you're still here? Like, Jesus, dude. Go out and touch grass. Like, it is so weird.
Do I need to do the Brie Larson thing again, where I show like 300 videos worth of this guy making content, just talking about Brie Larson and how she's annoying and how she's cringe and how she said like one thing really weirdly and how she's weird and cringe and woke and gay and lame? Like, do we really have to do that, Jeremy? Do we have to do that? Just flip it around for you, right? Say the whole like, touch grass, bro. Like, your entire life for the past decade has been making content about other people, about Disney, about Marvel, about Star Wars, right? Sure, you're allowed to do that, but I don't think you get to be the person who's now saying touch grass, because the one time we saw you touch grass was at a Ren fair where you were like sexually harassing people and like filming families and like making sexual, creepy, weird comments, right? So maybe you shouldn't touch grass, and maybe you shouldn't also critique other people for, I don't even know. Again, I don't understand the mindset he has, because again, as content creators, we make a video, we probably take a few hours a day, and then we go about our lives, right? We go out to dinner, we go out to work, we do what we got to do once we get our videos out for the day. And this is, again, cope from Jeremy.
It's like people like, he's wearing makeup. That's how pathetic they've gotten. I'm not wearing, you know why I have dark under my eyes? It's because it's called, Google what is a shadow. Look, like here. Okay, there's no, like, these people are so weird. Like, look how dark his eyes are. It's because I'm wearing a ball cap inside. Like, you understand how shadows work, right?
Same guy who made a video talking about Rachel Ziegler's chin, right? Trying to like call her a crackhead or something, gets butthurt because you call out that he has dark circles. I also have dark circles. Yes, there's also a shadow. This is not from a shadow, right? This is clearly an indentation of dark circles under my eyes. Do I care? No. If someone says I have them, clearly it's because I'm tired. That's the point, Jeremy. People are saying you're tired. They're wanting to get under your skin, and it's working. You have dark circles under your eyes, bro. It's that simple. If you want to wear makeup to cover it, okay. Like, it just looks even dumber when you try to defend it and like say you don't, when people clearly have video evidence. of the dark circles and the makeup.
He's worried about the dark circles comments we make. Oh, he's wearing makeup. The reality fact check. No, nobody cares. Bet you won't take your hat off. I've taken my hat off before. What are you talking about?
Hilarious. Choosing to end the crash out by arguing with the chat, right? The chat clearly said take your hat off. If it's just a shadow, you should have no problem taking the hat off and the dark circles would go away, right? But he can't do that because there are dark circles. It's not that serious, Jeremy. You claim it's not that serious, yet you're butthurt about it. You're reading hate comments that you know people are going to clip. Same guy. By the way, if they ended up firing like an actress from a Marvel movie, he would be making 19 videos claiming like, we won, guys, we won. But now that he's in the opposite seat, you know, now that he's in the cuck chair in the corner with Galactus over here, it's a problem. Now that people are saying, you know, now that he's getting the spotlight on him in terms of people criticizing and, you know, critiquing him for his actions, it's all of a sudden nothing matters. Like people are just being stupid and petty and losers. You've built a platform for 10 years, Jeremy, doing the exact same thing that you are now under the spotlight for. And I couldn't say it deserves to happen to a better person, right? Obviously, I don't condone any sort of doxing, any type of illegal activities, anything. But to basically trash this guy and give him the same treatment he's given others, no matter how famous or how big or how small they are, it's only fair, it's only funny, and it's only content, right? Get some thicker skin, man up, TheQuartering, you're 40-something years old. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think of his crash out down below. Peace out.